हटो 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 अरे अभिषेक हटो जरा अभिषेक हटो बीच में
मैम रुकिए मैम रुकिए रुकिए रुकिए
नेहा जी रुकिए
रुकिए रुकिए एक चुस्की
की कीमत तुम क्या समझो?
बस 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 बस
गेट बंद कर दे क्या
डोर बंद कर दो
मैम थोड़ा पीछे हो जाना पानी नीचे
बस बस किधर है पानी
ठीक है नीचे है नहाएगा ना
ये भाई अगेंस्ट लाइट है
चलो
चलो अंदर अंदर कर लेते
से क्लियर दादा वॉचमैन अंकल बस बस
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम
मैम मैम मैम
दादा
बस डे लाइट में अच्छा
नेहा
फोटो।
जी
नेहा जी यहाँ पे नेहा जी आपके सामने एकदम नेहा मैम ये
नेहा जी इधर देखिए ना
नेहा मैम इधर देखिए ना यहाँ पे एकदम सामने आपके
नेहा जी
नेहा मैम ये
एक मिनट
चलो चलो
हटना
बस बस चलो
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम साइड हो जाइए ना
चलो क्या बात है चलो हमको भी चाहिए
अरे ब्लैक आ रहा लाइट तो लगा
कोई नहीं गिरेगा सब ट्रेंड बन रहे सब ट्रेंड है
अरे आसिम क्या कर रहा है
I think they can walk faster backwards than we can walk forwards. Hi. Hi.
पीछे मंगेश पीछे
क्लियर विशाल
अभी प्लीज
अरे हम
गिर जाएंगे मैडम यार ऐसा मत स्टेप से गिर जाएंगे
चलो चलो लोग सबको जाने
अभिषेक हटो यार
चलो कम 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 गाइस
सामान दे
चलो बस करो
आसिम क्या कर रहा है
काम
आगे जाते हैं
which way is it?
just follow them
Wow, man, I'm damn impressed. This backward walk.
लोगों को ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है
कैसे मतलब कहाँ लेते हैं आप ये ट्रेनिंग? आप मुझे भी
धीरे
बताइए.
धीरे हो जाता है
बांद्रा में
आधा एयरपोर्ट में बस बस
वो अल्टीमेट टेस्ट है.
अरे बस बस
और पीछे आ जाओगे तो अच्छा मिल जाएगा
आज तेरा कैमरा आ रहा है रास्ते में यार
तो आएगा ना है तो
आगे जाओ आगे जाओ
Let us all welcome the famous actress, the doting mother, and elegant wife, Miss Neha Dhupia. With a huge round of applause, audience, let us welcome Miss Neha Dhupia.
अरे एक शॉट नहीं
Tom and Tina smoking cigarettes. Mia walks up to her. enough even to pay petrol.
What's wrong?
I just don't like the way I look. I mean, all my friends at school are so beautiful. And here I am, just wrong.
Well, you can heal that by doing exercise. You can help yourself. You shouldn't treat yourself hard when you do something wrong. You should focus on your strengths.
That, what about my strengths?
Do maybe what you like and try to make them your strengths.
Yes. But Dad, what about my physical appearance? It also matters to me.
Yeah, but if it bothers
I don't even know who my real friends are. I mean, all they do is make fun of me for the way I look.
for that, you should surround yourself with people who will support you at your bad times.
Yes. Socio, correct. I realize now. Love you, Dad.
Love you, Socio.
Jane is sitting in her bedroom scrolling through her social media feed, looking at pictures of her friends' achievements.
Look at them. They're achieving so much. And here you are, just struggling with the basic things.
Thank you so much if you say that you had yourself in the list when you state that you love the most. We are all talking here about self-love, we are all talking about growing together. And this reminds me of one song which as a child we have been hearing and learning. It says, हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों पर जय से पहले, खुद पर जय करे. So when can you have this khud par jai? When can you win over yourself? The moment you have an inward eye, the moment you feel that you can look within and find the treasure that has been hidden in each and every individual out here. I strongly believe, and my children can say this, I believe that each and every individual has a diamond within. We are here as teachers trying to just polish that diamond. There's nothing that we are doing but removing the dust. When we meet people, it is like digging in gold. The focus we are trying to keep is on somebody's goodness. Then why not about us? The same thing is true for ourselves. Gone are the days when you blame yourself for something which is wrong. It's time that we understand that we are humans at the end of the day, and it's okay to go wrong. It's okay to say no to something which you do not want to agree to. And all these and many more things are going to be discussed today by the eminent panelists. And thank you so much for Nikhil for bringing our
website called Non-Smart. She also serves as global expert on the board of Kids India. She is also the educational consultant and CSOs.
Bharti Rakija is a dynamic personality, a passionate life coach, exquisite soft skill trainer, and an exemplary public speaker. She comes from a background in psychology, and her 18 years of experience in the field gives her a strong understanding of human behavior.
She had participated in Femina Miss India 2002 and was subsequently signed to the Femina Miss Universe. She has conceptualized and hosted a popular Bollywood podcast called No Filter Neha on Sound, where she has interviewed key Bollywood celebrities.
We have with us Ms. Arshna Roshal Patel, HOD Special Needs and Counseling Department, Orchestra International School. applause means a lot to us. Can we have a round of applause for all the dignitaries here? Miss Shreya Gautam, Miss Neha Dhupia, Miss Hoda, Miss Ashton, Miss Ashton Padme, and Miss Bharti Rakija with our principal ma'am.
भाई बाद में हटाओ ना,
रहने दो ना, बाद में हटाओ, फ्रेम में नहीं है।
फोटो बता दे
उसके ऊपर काजू भी रखते हैं। Center, all of you. Ma'am, photo. Group photo.
थोड़ा क्लोज आ जाओ।
Thank you.
It's putting yourself first in a way, but throughout our formative years, the kids are taught and told too many times that selfishness is a bad, negative human trait. So how is self-love different from selfishness, and how do you draw this line for kids? Like for me, I like to talk a lot about, let's make it clear to my girls as well, that it's okay to talk about your flaws, it's okay to talk about the scars, the whole shebang. So Neha, I would like to ask you, self-love is a journey for everyone. And for parents, this journey can be a little hard sometimes because of a few statements, a particular situation that happens in the house. Say for example, if you talk to your husband and you ask him, maybe you're asking Angad that, how am I looking today? It might set a questionable situation for your kids at home. Of course, Guri is quite young to understand that. As a parent, how do you prepare them for these situations, especially when you're not around? Do you consciously not make statements like this, or do you create situations where they look at themselves with a lot of self-esteem?
You know, honestly, firstly, good afternoon everyone. Thank you very much for being here. I failed the test of thinking of two people who you love the most. I didn't put myself there. I put Meher and Gurik there. But you also gave us just 10 seconds. And this is a lifetime work. So, you know, you've got to like keep the eyes shut for about a year or two till I get myself there. Having said that, I think that, you know, the part where you said that, you know, you consciously do this or you subconsciously do it, or are you more aware of what you're doing in front of your parents, in front of your children? For us, you know, at the end of the day, I feel, and I could be completely wrong, and I'm extremely intimidated right now because I'm sitting between experts who know everything there is to know about raising children, and I only know everything there is to know about raising my children. So there is a big difference between everybody present here on the panel. Having said that, I feel very honored that you're here. Thank you. But I think I don't consciously steer away from anything except high volume, because that is, you know, I don't want to raise my children in an aggressive environment because I don't want to reflect on them. Having said that, questions about self-love, lack of self-love, how do I look today, getting feedback, all of that happens in front of my children. I don't know how right that is, I don't know how wrong that is. I got into questioning self-love at a point where my life had to be divided amongst more and more people who I love more than I love myself. That's my children. So the big question about self-love came when I became a mom. But then I also operated at a point where within myself, I was operating at an honor code that I gave myself, which is whether my body has changed, whether my time is not mine, whether what I expected out of motherhood in the first few months is very different from what life throws back at you, whether I was in postpartum depression, all of the above was questioned by me, but it was also answered back by me with an oracle saying, hey, you signed up for this and look what you've got. I know that this is also on the outside, people say the same thing to you, but till you don't internalize that feeling, it's never going to change. So I did that, and I feel like when I have this out-of-body experience, seeing my children grow, giggle, and become the people that I want them to be, I really think it's also a part of self-love, because that amount of happiness is not quantifiable. So at the end of the day, even that qualifies. Just watching the sunset, looking at my children, sitting in a park, doing nothing, and sometimes not feeling like my most beautiful self is also okay. It's a part of self-love because my insides are happy. So, for me, like I said, I can only speak about myself and my children. But yes, it's a process. I mean, telling yourself that you love your body you marry, it's the same body that, has been on beauty pageants, and at the same time I've put on 25 kgs to give birth. But I'm fine with it because it also comes from with time, with confidence, and you've got to weigh it out and give it time. I mean, that's where I look at it. And I'm sorry, maybe this wasn't the answer you were expecting, but this is the person I am. Thank you.
So I think, I'm sorry, but I couldn't stop myself. I think that.
So, Dr. Swati, adding into the same, there's a lot of times, especially in schools, that there is a natural tendency to compare kids, mainly to motivate them or push them. Teachers sometimes may make statements that might be a little hurtful to kids. So as educators,
I think teachers also get influenced by parents, because parents tend to compare. When they come for open house, why is that child's drawing better than my child's drawing? And that's very important for teachers to put a stop to that by saying, in this school, label children. And in the words of Dr. Dalbai, it's better to move from labeling to enabling. And that is what will help children. Self-love is a very complex concept. Not everybody understands it. But it's very important that little things, when put together, you will reach.
Dr. Swati, many parents sometimes compare their kids in order to push them to perform a little better. They compare them to the neighbors, fine line between those. So in your conversation with kids especially, do you feel that it's better to talk to parents as well? Is it as important as